Okay, welcome back to another episode of Elderpaddle. We have today the Elven caravan who's coming in to try to trade with us and have a chat. Now, last time the elves came, they told us to not chop down more than 25 trees, otherwise they'd be really mad. And what's really unfortunate about that is we chopped down an entire forest this morning because I ran out of coal, so I needed to burn wood. Because we're not very sustainable as dwarves. So this is going to go about as well as you'd expect, and yeah, let's see what they reckon. Right, so they're trying to make us not cut down 25 again, and I'm probably just going to say no. Okay, well that was easier than I thought. To give you an update on what I'm planning next, I'm planning a trap room. So essentially what's going to happen is next time we're invaded, because it seems to happen a lot, I'm going to close all the bridges so that the only way to access the fort is this little staircase. And they're going to go down this staircase and basically go through what I've set up as a labyrinth. So it's not quite set up yet, but I'll show you when it's completed. But the idea is that there's several levels that they have to walk through before they get to the base. We've got a whole bunch of cage traps. I'm going to set up a ballista here so we can fire a few ballista at them, just for fun. Then they go up to the next level, and I'm going to set up here a bunch of minecarts that basically shoot really quickly and throw serrated glass discs at them. We're going to experiment with that. I haven't done much with minecarts, so we'll figure out how that works, hopefully. And then they're going to go up to the next level, through here. Haven't thought about what kind of fun I'm going to have here. Maybe I'll set up some weapon traps or falling boulder traps. There shouldn't be much when they get to this level, but anyway. Then they're going to pop up to here. And finally, on this last level, I'm going to set up a minecart here that is filled with probably lead because it's really heavy. And it's going to shoot incredibly quickly up here and just basically plow through anyone else who gets to this level. And if they can finally get through all of here, they pop up into, oh look at that, it's our barracks. So I think this is going to be fun. Yeah, lots of experimentation to do with the minecarts. I haven't done anything with them, but yeah, we'll play around and see how it goes. Okay, so we're going to have the first crash test of our minecart. So you can see I've set up a small track here. This is powered by windmills, so I've got... Oh god fucking damn it. No! Okay, so we've also... This just basically means we've been turned into the mountain home, so our fortress has been determined to be the best place in the whole world, and now our fucking king has come, and he's gonna live here and make things awful. So we'll get to that in a fucking second. Oh god damn it. What I want to do is do minecarts. I don't want to be the king. Okay, so basically how minecarts work is I've got a little track here. It's on rollers, which are basically like things that spin the wheels real quick and shoot off the minecart at fantastic speeds. I've got a little track here, and then I've got a stopper. And what I've programmed this to do is basically when I pull this lever, it will initiate the link. So it'll power the spinner, and then it will shoot the minecart, which is full of logs, over to here. Once it hits this spot, it'll stop immediately and then throw everything that's inside the cart out like a big wood shotgun. So let's pull that, see what happens. Nothing. Alright, maybe it didn't work. Maybe I have to do something else. Okay, more experiments. That person just came and kicked it, but it didn't seem to go with amazing speed, and it did drop everything off, which is neat, but I was expecting more of a shotgun. Okay, so Moby has made a demand that wasn't met, and you know what happens when your Duchess makes a demand and it isn't met?
Get what you fucking deserve!
So Tossed down here has just had his first session with the hammerer, Gibbo. He was beaten with the hammer, and he crawls with such unbearable loathing. Gibbo basically beat the shit out of him with a hammer. Gibbo's bashed his arm with the warhammer, fracturing the bone, tore apart some muscle, bruised the tendon, hit him in the arm again, and then hit him in the hand. So hopefully Tossed over here has learned his lesson, and next time he'll make the fucking splint, Tossed. Bembul Telenerith, the weaponsmith, has created an electrum mace that is named after himself. I'm pretty proud of it, obviously, it being a really cool mace. Fortunately, the Queen and all of the people that she brought along, in amongst the bunch there was a legendary mace dwarf. So what I might do is give that to him, and he can go smash some goblins. Speaking of, wasn't really worth an update, but we had another goblin siege and just absolutely obliterated them. Not much to say there. We also had a forgotten beast appear, but it was made out of water, and it just like an Olm man down in the depths just killed it before it could even get to the fort. So wasn't even worth an update. But now you know. And finally, we're still working on this. We've set up a few traps, and we're yet to test our little minecart, but no one will fill it up with anything. Just a bit of a shame. But yeah, we'll see if we can get some people focused on that. So next time the goblins invade, we don't even have to send the army. All right, very exciting. We've got our first test of our dwarven shotgun. So a bit complex, but I'll try to explain it. What I've done here is I've filled up a minecart at a track stop. I've put some rocks in it just for the sake of this test, but this will be filled with glass serrated blades. I've had them fill up the cart, and then when it's full, they kick it off to the right. So then that's sitting on a hatch, and that hatch will eventually be linked to this pressure plate. So when somebody walks over this pressure plate, I'm going to have a bunch of minecarts all lined up, and that pressure plate will open up the hatch. It'll fall down, hit this ramp, get a bit of speed, hit this, which is the booster, fling itself forward, and then once it hits this track, it'll throw everything that's inside out onto whoever's walking along here. Let's just check on this person. Alright, they're just drowsy. That's good. I'm setting up all of these with iron spear spikes. So anybody who falls off this ledge at any time will land on a pit of spikes. It's just making sure he didn't get stabbed. Cool, so the first layer we have here is cages. So they might get caught in the cages, which is good because then I can put them to work in the Colosseum. Meanwhile, we're going to be shooting a ballista straight at them while they're walking down. When they get close to the stairs, this guy will run away, and that's fine. They go up to the next level where they'll walk along, trigger all of the minecarts to shoot blades at them. If they survive that, they go up to here where there's a whole bunch of stonefall traps which basically drop rocks on them, which causes them to dodge. And when they dodge, they might dodge to the side, which means they'll fall down into the spike traps. If they do manage to get to this pressure plate here, we've got another shotgun loaded up with iron arrows, which again will fling itself forward and just absolutely barrage everyone in here with arrows, which should be quite fun. If they get up to the final one here, then we've just got a big track that's going to be filled. Resume that. This minecart's going to be filled with lead bars, which are super heavy, and that will just fling itself forward at crazy speeds and just knock everybody who is in its way, and they'll probably either get obliterated or they'll jump off all the way down into the spikes. So this should be pretty fun once it's all set up, but what we're going to do now is just test to make sure this works. So I've just asked them to pull this lever just to see what happens. I haven't done this before. But this is going to simulate what will happen when they step on the pressure plate. Alright, so this guy's just pushed it. It's fallen down. It's landed on here. Let's see what happens next. Nothing. Why? Is it because there's a fucking tree there? That's a shame. It looks like Gibbo the Hammerer has been given yet another job to beat somebody up. He's hit a farmer a bunch of times. Apparently, looking into the closed cases, it was a violation of export prohibition. So this farmer basically has taken a crate full of goods that were determined to be not, that Moby said that we're not allowed to sell tunics, and somebody probably took a crate full of tunics to the trade depot, and yeah, they got smacked with a hammer for it. So that's Dwarven justice. Okay, we're back. We're going to try this again, round 2. So we've got the cart up here. I've redone this so there's no trees in the way, so if it doesn't work then it's got something to do with the tracks. Right, so it's just stopping there, which sucks. Alright, maybe try it again. Oh my god, it takes them so long to haul this fucking minecart back every time. Alright, so now we've got the minecart there again. This is what, try 3 or 4. This time it's all, feel like it's all linked. The rollers go over the tracks, so it should work. Just gotta wait for this guy to come pull the hatch. So it definitely shot it, but it didn't derail. Maybe it didn't have enough speed. Alright, back to the drawing board. Okay, so to give you a little bit of an update, we've been doing a lot of science and I think we're almost there. So what we've figured out is that you need to have a ramp of, at least a few stories high before it works. So I've changed it up a little bit. So instead of this one shooting out glass, because it just takes too long to fill up the stockpiles, we're going to be doing it with copper bars. So just like smelted copper bars, it's just going to throw them out, which will do a lot of damage, I think. So I've got this little test pillar set up. So what they'll do is they'll fill this up a little bit, kick it down. I haven't set up any of the automated mechanics yet. I just want to see if it shoots. It goes down all these ramps and then hits there and fires. Now I've tried it accidentally and it shot out these rocks, so I'm feeling pretty good. I think it should work. We just got to keep an eye on it. And considering the spread was over 3, we don't need one for every single line. We can probably spread it out a bit so we don't have to do this again, because man, it took so long even just to build this little pillar. It's ridiculous, but really excited. Hopefully it works. Another update, this one has been set up as well. So this one is going to be filled up with lead and brass and bronze bars, so really heavy bars. Once that's 25% full, they'll kick it over to here. This is powered by a windmill, so these are just rollers. And when somebody steps on the pressure plate, which I'm yet to set up, I'll put it right there. This will open and it'll just shoot the minecart and hit as many people as possible, which I'm excited for. And the last one is going to be this one, which I need to completely construct again, but this is going to basically be like the first example. It's going to go up and up and up and up and up, and I'm going to build a little tower all the way up here, and that is going to shoot out serrated glass. And then hit there and just spray serrated glass everywhere. Yeah, you can also see I've completely filled this up. So each one of these has 5 iron spears, which took so long to make. But I mean, that nobody should survive falling on that. I might also take out these cage traps. Cage traps are really overpowered and they basically just capture everything. So maybe the first couple invasions I'll just capture stuff so I can play with them later, but I might clear this out. Maybe put in a couple of weapons traps, big giant axes or something just for fun. But yeah, I want to actually, see this stuff work. So we got to at least let them you know, get up to here. Another little update, our queen is now wearing a crown. We had a legendary crown being made, so I thought, why not give that to the queen? We've also assigned Nodic as our champion. So he's the champion of the fort, represents everything that we stand for. And I have also given him a bronze arrow, so it's similar to the one that cut off his gonads. And we've given it a name which I think stands for like the missing balls or something like that, which I thought was pretty funny. That you could make that with the pre-generated stuff. Cool. So yeah, basically once we see if this works, we're just going to build a bunch of towers all along here and yeah, see how it all works. And while we wait for everything to be built, I thought what I would do is send my army out on an expedition. So if you remember, the first or second invasion that we had was from the Seducer of Yore. So we are at war with them, and what I might do is start sending armies out to them to raid and pillage everything that they own. Maybe we'll find our missing scepter. These guys do have a few artifacts in their goblin fortress, but I'm not sure if we're ready to take on 100 goblins, so we'll start with just raiding these dark pits. So we're just going to openly attack and loot everything. And yeah, maybe I'll openly attack and destroy the site. Why not? Cool. So this way you can choose teams to send out. I might send out my 2 main teams just to make sure that the job gets done. And yeah, we'll come back and see the report once they've all pillaged. So we've had Cog the Bard try to get residency. We've hit population cap, so there's no way that's going to happen. Also, Cog is just a competent musician and a novice speaker. Doesn't have any other notable skills, so wouldn't really add anything to the fort. She is bitter, dwelling upon being denied residency, but yeah, you're about to get a bunch more bitter. Sorry, Cog. Try again. Alright, looks like our guys are back. We've had one become an Axe Lord, which is really cool. We've got a few Axe Lords now, so our military, because they've been training pretty well non-stop for 3 years, they're very tough. So let's have a look at how we went. We just rampaged through it. Great. Spoils report. Looks like we got an anvil, a few backpacks, some water skins, some picks. Basically nothing, but that's fine. We didn't get what we wanted. So we'll have to send our army out to go get this one. Maybe we'll send out the bards to go get this one. We are going to openly attack and destroy it again. And see what happens. Alright. Just as I sent, I'm glad that I only sent one of my armies away, because the Forgotten Beast, it's a huge blob made out of salt with wings, has come along. Look, the last blob that we had was made of water, and that wasn't too much trouble, but salt might be a different thing. Let's have a look-see. It's 341 years old. It's only got 1 kill. Let's just follow it. It's definitely just running straight for us, so. Alright, so we've had some amphibian men come along. Now, it says it's an ambush, but I think, yeah, this is what's going to happen. Let's just see how this fight goes. Okay, so the amphibian men just killed this great beast. Guess that wasn't much of a fight. Let's have a look. Okay, either these amphibian people are terrifying, or that blob was just awful. Let's have a look and I'll give you a recap. Okay, so apparently they just shot the Forgotten Beast with blowguns and stabbed it with spears and it died. See, I'm not sure if I should be terrified of these amphibian people, but either way, they got rid of one thing for me. Jesus Christ, it hasn't even been 10 minutes. Okay, so this one is a gigantic hairy scorpion with wings. Okay, so this one might be a bit more of a big deal. Still going to keep doing the wall, but we'll get there in a sec. Yeah, right, this one looks a bit scarier. It is on our closer floor as well. So this one's going to need the army's attention straight away. Now, I was stupid and didn't block this off. So we are just going to have to send the army. We'll see if this Forgotten Beast gets killed by old men or amphibian people. Oh, it can fly. Oh shit. Of course, it has wings. Alright, well, it flew right into my trap. Let's just see how this fight goes. Okay. Fuck, didn't even get to start a commentary. Okay, well, we have an Axe Lord punching the shit out of it, so I don't know why the Axe Lord didn't have an axe. But that's fine. The militia captain slapped it on its leg. Oh, with the steel short sword. Okay. Yeah, right, so the swordsman chopped its wings off. Tore some ligaments, it fell over, and then the Axe Dwarfs just started hacking at its legs. The Axe Dwarf then bites the Forgotten Beast on the foot, latches on firmly, it fell off the axes, but it got cloven asunder. Well, that's that. We can chuck them in the bin and put them in the crusher. So far, everything that's attacked us has been a little disappointing. That's fine. Oh, look. The hardest boss in this game is Moby, the Duchess, just demanding that we make 3 tunics at a fucking time. So I have to scroll all the way up to here, click on this, no, find the Clothier's workshop, and go, you know what, stop what you're doing, make a tunic. Then make a tunic, and then make a tunic. Then that keeps the Duchess happy. Let's find Mincot, our Axe Lord. Okay, watching a biting demonstration, obviously from the person that bit the shit out of it. It might have been Mincot that bit the Forgotten Beast. Okay, so a vile force of darkness has arrived seeking a parley. These guys, I mean, they're definitely from the places that I've just raided a whole bunch. My traps aren't ready to go, but we will probably try anyway. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to pull all the levers and close all the bridges. And basically they're going to ask for a parley, which basically means that we need to give them a legendary, or they'll attack us. And I mean, I'm not going to do that. But also, as you can see, our people are still outside because this hasn't all been blocked off yet, so they can just kind of walk straight in. So they will probably bypass all of our fun stuff. They might not, but just in case, I will send my armies here. Oh, maybe I'll just send them here, because they might go outside. Alright. I wish to parley in order to avert a loss of life. No. So now they're going to start walking in. The fuck, there's a panda? Hopefully the panda will get them Well, the fact that they're walking this way tells me that they are probably going to just walk up here and then straight down into our base. But that's fine. If they get into there, then they can only come through here and we'll be able to kill them. Oh no, they killed the panda. So we've got some barons here. Unfortunately, you know, we can't do anything about them. But, I mean, you don't really want barons dying on your property. And unfortunately, goblins don't care. Oh no, they are chasing. Oh my god. These barons are fighting this guy. They're not winning, but they're fighting. Oh no. Alright, the baron of one of our places. Alright, gents. I think we might have to get ready because they are getting quite close. Alright, head out. Let's take it to them. Tavern Keeper just beat the shit out of him. Alright, our performers and tavern keepers are making it work. There's 14 of them, it's a fair fight. Dwarf. I mean, this guy, he's in a martial, but he doesn't have anything. Spearmaster is just tackling them. I hope they live, because they are, you know, good fighters. They just didn't get enough time to get their gear. How did they get in? Oh, they must have climbed the walls. Yeah, we're gonna have a few deaths on this one, I think. Oh no, there's somebody's chief medical dwarf died. This guy's absolutely been torn apart. Okay, so look, we survived the siege. We are going to have to... The hospital's going to be full after this one. Okay, with all that excitement, I think we might leave it there for another episode. Hopefully next time we have all of this set up and blocked off so that when the next raid comes along, we don't have to do anything. We can just sit back and watch the carnage. All right, thanks everyone. Bye.